Aloha, everyone. This is your Lady Lena from Talk Life Radio, only on TalkLifeRadio.com. I am here with the one and only Dave from DaveLifeTV, hosted all the way in LA. What is good, my brother?
What's up, Lena? How you doing, sis?
I am doing very well, actually, to be, live broadcasting with you. We're going to be talking about some current topics, things that are going on, and also some things that we can do to help prevent the spread, of course, the coronavirus. And here we will be teamed up. Do you want to say Chitown, Atlas? Because
absolutely, I would love to. This is going to be a simultaneous broadcast of the Chitown Atlas podcast, you guys. And I have on my show at the same time my guest, Mrs. Lena.
Yeah, what's good?
So I have some things I want to share. But I'll let you set up the topic, Lena. So what do you want to get into today? I know Corona and social distancing.
It is, yeah. A lot of that. At the first moment of the coronavirus even breaking out, I didn't really take it that serious.
Right.
Being someone that gets skeptic of just the government, being a veteran, just someone that is really in tune with what's happening. And then also the patterns that, persist from them in history. Now we have this coronavirus breaking out. Oh my goodness. Studying mass communication since 2004, I understand that mass media, social media can put anything out of proportion, completely out of proportion. So I will always be a skeptic, and I'll always be curious about what's going on, what's really going on behind the scenes. Even though they might not say anything about it or the truth behind it, this is what we're having to deal with. There's a coronavirus breakout. It's a big pandemic. Cities are shutting down.
Absolutely.
This is Vegas. I'm in Vegas. You're in LA. I know for a fact that, MGM has closed down, Palazzo, the Venetian, big places like that. You're talking about a city that never sleeps, that is finally put to rest because of this. And now it's, what do we do about it? We're all bunkered in. Yeah. I hope we don't lose all of our minds, at the same time. So it's coming together with those individuals that are in the community that have something to say, that not only have something to say, but also the solutions behind it.
So can I share a few things from the LA perspective?
Yes, please do.
The first thing was, I didn't take it that serious. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, my mom was calling me from Atlanta and was saying, hey, son, make sure you're washing your hands, make sure you're staying out of crowds. And I said, hey, Ma, whatever, ain't nothing going on. And then one day, I got short of breath after work, and then I had to go to the doctor the next day. And they told me, you don't have a fever, we're not going to test you for coronavirus, but you do have a mild case of asthma. So, and I never had asthma. So my doctor told me, no more hookah, no more cigars, anything that's going to compromise your lungs, stop it. Because this virus that's going around really affects your lungs, your ability to absorb oxygen.
Right. Your esophagus, everything.
Your esophagus, all of that. So the thing is when I felt like I couldn't take a deep breath and I couldn't get all my oxygen, that's when I got scared, and that's when I got serious. That's when I started to take this serious, okay? So, and then literally 2 days later, the outbreak was occurring. They started shutting down businesses. My job, I work on a military base. My job, they were saying, we're going to shelter in place. You guys have to work from home. You can't come into the office. There's social distancing. So I began to take it really serious, and I want to show people just a few things that I've been able to do to help my respiratory system get better, right? And a few things that I've been able to do to just social distance and stay out of public. So the first thing I want to say is, which everyone knows, I got a few products I'm going to show you guys.
Go ahead.
Of course, if you go into public, use your N95 rated mask. It's got to be N95 rated. Okay,
now, I heard that it doesn't matter whether you wear a mask or not, it still will not prevent the actual virus getting into your lungs. So can you? So
let me explain what I've learned. Because as you know, on DaveLifeTV, I have a blog where I talk about any of the articles and stories that are going out, I put up stories. So I've been doing a lot of research, and I have contributors that have sent me a lot of research. So here's what I understand. COVID-19 is about the size of 0.3 microns. These masks will stop liquid pellets up to 0.3 microns. So these masks can actually stop you from inhaling. So if you go into a crowd and let's say someone's coughing and they have COVID-19, these masks can stop it from getting into your respiratory system. Now that's what the mask does do for you. If you're sick in the hospital and you're if you're a doctor, you have to wear these because you may be encountering people. The other thing is, if a person is sick and they're in the hospital and they have COVID-19, the doctors will make them wear these so they don't spread it. Right? So sometimes people will wear it because they're sick. Sometimes people will wear it because they're a healthcare physician. Other times, people will wear it because they're out in public in a crowd. Yeah, there it is.
One thing about streaming live.
Right, streaming live. All right, so anyway, the masks can prevent droplets from getting into your respiratory system. But the other way that the virus gets into your system, it gets on your hands, right? If you don't inhale it, it gets on your hands, and then you touch your nose, you touch your face.
Yeah.
So they said that the virus starts in the nasal passages, it tries to get into the throat, and then it tries to move into the lungs. You don't want it to get into your lungs.
That's why it takes that long for it to incubate.
Absolutely, it's a flu. Corona is a strain of flu, and COVID-19 is like the 19th strain of the corona family of flus. So it is a flu. So you got to treat it like it's the flu. All right. Yeah. So when your mom used to say, "Oh, you guys got the flu," scrub everything down. That's the truth. So let me explain, you guys. In your house, you clearly want to have some antibacterial soaps like Lysol, anything like that has antibacterial properties. You want to wipe down all your surfaces, right? You want to deep clean your bathroom, deep clean your kitchen. The other thing that you can use is you can have
bleach and Pine Sol.
You can have bleach, or you can have alcohol cleaner. Now, your alcohol cleaner is going to be just like rubbing alcohol, and it needs to be 60% or better. Okay. So after you wash down your surfaces with Lysol or 409 or any of those normal cleaners, you can use bleach additives, or you can wipe it down with a cleaning alcohol afterwards. Okay. Now,
and the alcohol cleaner, you said it has to be above 60%
alcohol or better. And now that leads us to hand sanitizers. Any hand sanitizer that you use, it needs to be 60% or better. So when you look on the back of your hand sanitizer, it's going to give you the properties on the back. I know it's hard to see. Your properties, it needs to be 60% or better. And I know this is probably reversed, but it needs to be 60% or better, any particular hand sanitizer that you use.
Right.
Another thing, this is, by the way, when you're doing your deep cleaning, I don't recommend that you use ammonia, because if you do have any sort of congestion or any sort of asthma, or if your lungs are compromised, that ammonia is going to bother you. So you definitely don't want to use ammonia if you don't have to. If you're totally healthy, go for it. But if you're like me and you're dealing with a little bit of asthma, you don't want to deal with the ammonia. Yeah. In terms of a good body soap, you want to use like a pure Castile soap. These Castile soaps are excellent. They're liquid soaps, and what they do is they really, really get down deep where the bar soap won't. It's a liquid soap, and you feel like, you feel so clean, you can like snap your fingers. It's just like everything is gone. All the oils are gone. So it takes all the oils and impurities out. That's a really good soap to use on your body. Now after you clean your body and you clean your surfaces, let's get to the mouth, okay? Now this is super important, y'all. Did you know that if you gargle just twice a day with Listerine, just twice a day, it'll help kill the virus before it can get to your chest. So let's say you have coronavirus and it's in your nose, and of course we don't have symptoms, so we don't know. But let's say it's in your nose, it's trying to work its way down to your throat. Listerine twice a day. Now me, right before Listerine, hydrogen peroxide. This is a great oral analgesic. You want to gargle with this, and you definitely don't swallow it. Please don't swallow it, because it can be poisonous. But it's not poisonous to just gargle with. So if you gargle with hydrogen peroxide after you brush and floss, Gargle with peroxide. Rinse out, and make sure you gargle to the back of the throat with the peroxide. Rinse out with water. Chase it with gargling with a strong Listerine that has a large alcohol content. That's why it burns. Right? You do that, and you're going to, and I'm telling you from experience, you're going to automatically feel like your nasal is clearing up and your throat is clearing up, and whatever type of drainage may try to get down into your chest, it'll stop. So those are super important. Now, let's just say you're like me, and you have a little bit of chest congestion or a small dry cough. Here's what you can get. You can get an herbal remedy called Chest Clear.
Oh, nice. What brand is that?
It is made by Urban Moonshine, and I bought it from Whole Foods in their herbal section. It's called Chest Clear, and it's bronchial support. Now, another company makes a brand called Lung Clear.
Okay.
Now, let me explain what these are. These are basically herbs that open up your airways. It's bronchodilators that open up your airwaves. So, for instance, it has here I go.
Now pronouncing those big words.
Right, campaign root, thyme leaf, licorice root, elderflower extract, lobelia leaf, and lemon peel extract. These are all herbs which will open up your chest. And I can tell you, as an experienced person, when I had my dry cough for 2 or 3 days and I just felt like I couldn't catch my breath, I used my inhaler that my doctor gave me for asthma. That opened up my chest, and then this Chest Clear came in and did the trick and helped me out. So it really, really, really helps.
Good stuff. That's a lot of resources right there.
2 more things and we can get off of it. Turmeric extract. Turmeric, yep.
Really?
Turmeric is a great anti-inflammatory. So you take this. It's these happen to be drops. I'm
writing all these down, by the way.
No doubt. You put it in your orange juice. You put it in your water or whatever you're drinking. Now, this particular one is turmeric superficial spectrum extract. It includes antioxidants and black seed oil. So I'm getting turmeric, black seed oil, and those are the 2 oils that will also open up your nasal passages and open up your chest cavity. So these are things that are helping you get air. So I'm giving you things that, like, if you feel like you can't get a full breath, take this to help you manage those symptoms. And then last but not least, of course, take your daily vitamins.
Right.
Your men's vitamins, your women's vitamins. That has all of your vitamin C and all the other stuff. Now, here's another secret weapon. Magnesium. Calm is a magnesium drink.
Okay.
All right. So I want to explain this. Magnesium is one of those elements that we don't get a lot of, but we need it. Our body needs it to help us relax. If you have any sort of anxiety, because what happened to me is I had a little bit of an anxiety attack when I couldn't breathe, and they called the paramedics. And I called my doctor, and the paramedics said, hey, your heart rate's fine. Your blood pressure's a little high, which we knew. But they were like, but we think you're having a panic attack, and we think you might have asthma. So my doctor said, okay, David doesn't have asthma. So what's been going on? I said, I've been smoking a lot of hookah. My doctor said, stop. Cut it out. No more hookah, no more cigars. Cut it out.
Yeah.
She was
I remember seeing you all the time with the cigars. I was
like, the cigars, man. You know, I was like,
I was gonna announce you earlier as DaveLifeTV cigar connoisseur.
No, not no more. I had to slow it down. So the thing is, I had a panic attack, and here's what she said. She said, I'm gonna give you albuterol. Your heart rate is fine. Your blood oxygen is fine. Don't go to the hospital. You don't have to. Go get the inhaler and come see me tomorrow and let me know how you feel. And the paramedics said, if I take you to the hospital, you're going to wait in line around a bunch of sick people.
Yeah.
And all they're going to give you is albuterol, which is what your doctor's prescribing, and Xanax for anxiety. So here's where this calm comes in. If you have any sort of anxiety around coronavirus, if you're just a person that gets anxiety, calm is magnesium. I'm going to show you what it looks like. It is a powder. Here it is. It is a powder that you mix into your water.
Okay.
This happens to be lemon flavored. You mix it into your water. Hold on. You mix it into your little water cup, right? And it absorbs just like water. And for me, I got the lemon flavor, so mine tastes like lemonade. What it does is, this gives you just that little...
You're making me thirsty.
This calms you down. It calms you down. No, it's magnesium, so it calms you down. It's giving your body the amount of magnesium that you need. It also has, in this particular one, potassium and calcium. I mix it with the turmeric and the other things that I need to take. And I have a little small elixir, and I take it once in the morning, and I'm good to go.
Yeah,
and being that calm and magnesium is a relaxer, it helps you cough and get things out of your system if you need to. And these are things that I've been doing while I've been, at home, social distancing for the past 3 days. I haven't been to work in 3 days.
Yeah.
I've been doing this at home, and it's been helping me feel a hell of a lot better. So in the event that you feel like you have the flu or asthma or a cold and you're panicking like, oh my God, do I have corona? You can do things to help yourself get better. Now, I want to say this. The entire time, I've had no fever. Now, if I had a fever, they would have tested me for corona.
Right.
I had no fever. And that's the thing. If you go to the doctor and they check you out, no fever, they're not going to give you a test. Now, maybe in a couple of months when the tests are available, maybe they'll just test people that feel like they don't feel well. But right now, unfortunately, you have to be in a bad spot for them to even test you. So I'm giving you these tips so that if you don't feel well, you can work your respiratory system so that you don't end up in the hospital. Let's go. Let's go, Lena.
I was writing notes. Look, I had to write these down. I find it fascinating that not only do you have all these resources, but I was also going to ask you, since you've already mixed some of the tinctures and the little, concoctions and everything up, would you mind even posting those? And I can even share with other people, look, these are the brands. This is what it does. This is, it helps one of my friends, in LA. This is what he's been doing to keep symptoms down. So if you do run into a case where you're congested or you're coughing or anything like that. Don't feel well. Exactly. These are some things that you can actually turn to that are more natural than, of course, getting in a panic mode and probably going to sit somewhere around other sick people.
Right. You don't want to do that unless you absolutely have to. If you have a fever, and if it's a high fever, go get seen. Go get seen. Yeah. But if you don't have a fever, they're going to tell you to work on your own system. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think that's where we're all in this lockdown thing. For some reason, just as a mother, and someone that foresees how it's affecting so many people. It's interesting how we're getting through the times, even with education, all the schools are closed down, so my first thing to do was to actually go into research mode. Okay, what are the best resources? What are the best, researching and everything. I already had actually someone in my back pocket that is the CEO and he's the creator of a program called Socrates. And it's an online education system. I think it's also from K through 6 or K through 12. I will get that specific information on Friday at 10 a.m. because he just emailed me actually about doing a podcast, and we're going to do Zoom, so not live Instagram, but the interview and everything will be out there for the Socrates educational system, giving it free to, so all of these resources and, the information behind all of this, I do want to continue to just bring things to light, different perspectives, what are different people doing. From your perspective, you've already pretty much gone through the scare of possibly having this virus. So now you're at the point where, you need to take it serious. And these are the resources. These are the products that I got. This is what my doctor had said, and hey, let's mix it up. Let's take care of ourselves pretty much. So
absolutely.
Thank you so much for giving me all of that. Goodness gracious. I'm going to put that on Facebook tonight.
No problem. The other thing is I don't want people to be afraid because although there is, I just worked the numbers. I put them up on DaveLifeTV on my story. But although there is a 4% death rate, and there is a 4% serious cases rate, there is a 55% rate of mild cases and a 41% rate of recovery. So right now, you've got 41% out of 183,000 people worldwide that have been identified with coronavirus. 41% have recovered.
Right.
55% only have mild cases, which means they're working through it.
Right.
And then you have 4% that have died, and then you have another 4% that are in very serious condition. So it is scary. It's very scary because we can't identify symptoms all the time, and the virus doesn't present itself very easily. But we need to feel good that a lot of people are recovering, and a lot of people only have mild cases.
That part too, and then I do want to say about the symptoms too. I'm hearing that it's a different. It reacts differently from kids to adults too. So
Really?
I will get that information. I seen that today and I was like, well, how? So kids and adults, like if the symptoms are just a little bit different, please, I'll make sure to research that as well and get to you.
I want to add to this, Lena, before we stop the recording. I want to add here that we need to take the social distancing very serious. And the reason we need to take it serious is because, if you're healthy and you happen to contract corona or COVID-19 and you don't know it, you might recover pretty easily. There's a large rate of recovery. However, if you have an immune system that's compromised, if you're a smoker, if you've recovered from cancer, if you have some other ailment that affects your immune system, or if you're elderly, it could take you out. When it gets into your lungs, it's a problem because they don't have a vaccine for it. And what the virus does is it attaches to your airways, it blocks them, it replicates, and then your immune system attacks it, which makes your airways block even more. And then your body's not getting oxygen. And the scary thing is you start to shut down. Organs start to shut down. You start to pass out. You start to feel weak. When you don't get oxygen to your body, it's a scary thing. So people take it very serious. You don't want this thing to get into your lungs and replicate and turn into a serious problem. The good news is you can do a lot of things to help prevent that, or even if you happen to have it, to help mitigate it so that your immune system can beat it. So there are things that can be done. We don't need to panic, but we need to be wise, and we need to take it serious. That's my message to my viewers, to your viewers. That's my message, you guys.
And thank you so much for, just coming on first of all, and agreeing to talk with me about the coronavirus and what's going on, especially being very resourceful and informative with the different brands that you had given me. And it's always good to know, because then I can take this information, just like the community advocate that I am, and give it to other people, that can be even more prepared. And I'll definitely, all the credit goes to you, Dave. Thank you so much. One thing I do want to say for my followers too is that if talking to just regular community members, isn't getting to you, I did watch a Instagram video on Let Us Awaken, so make sure you follow Let Us Awaken. And Dr. Jen Caudle was actually on there speaking about the coronavirus and trying to put everybody at ease, with what's going on. So please make sure you pay attention to that video. Just get the information from the video. I'll make sure to post it. Anything that I can do to help get information, resources, and yes, to put everybody's mind at ease during this time, however long it lasts, I will do so. And thank you as well, Dave, from DaveLifeTV, as well as what is, don't let me mix it up. Chitown Atlas.
Chitown Atlas podcast.
There you go. And the Chitown Atlas podcast.
Please follow me. Follow me, you guys. I want to do a quick plug. Follow me on, of course, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. So we have a few products. We have the Chitown Atlas podcast, which is normally sports and and news. It's opinion. This is my opinion piece. Then we have DaveLifeTV News. DaveLifeTV News, we just put out the facts. We get into politics. We get into current news. And my co-host for the DLTV News broadcast is Tom Jackson. I have contributors which send me stuff all the time.
Yeah.
So you'll see them on my page. A lot of them are if you're on my page, you know who my contributors are. I can't shout them all out right now, but I have a lot of people, especially now, that are sending me information. So Lena, your followers, just shoot information to Dave Life TV. You can send me a DM. However you would like to send me the information. And if I haven't already reported, I'll do a headline and an article and I'll post it out there. So on my Instagram and on my Twitter are all of my articles and blogs, anything related to news. Then I have fun stuff like the Dave Life Show where I'm acting crazy and et cetera, et cetera. You know, that's fun stuff. But right now it's information. So
well, we all have a serious mind, you know, during broadcasting, especially when we want to get down nitty gritty with the topic, you know.
Right.
But yeah, we have our own selves too.
Absolutely.
You know, so it's always good. It's always
shout out
good
to my
talk.
followers. I see my followers from Belgium. I have people on right now that are following that.
Do you see the comments? Somebody just said in Belgium it's locked down.
Yeah, that's one of my followers.
There you go.
Yep. I see
I
everybody.
hope you follow me here too at Talk Life Radio. Well, my Instagram page is One Lady, One Lena. So a lot of things are going to be revamped. Considering a Talk Life Radio Instagram, but I mean, even still, that it's getting
right now. It's One Lady, One Lena. But if you want to do your Talk Live Radio Instagram, I would say do it, because what happened is once I did Dave Life TV, my personal Instagram kind of like fell away. I still have it, but I don't use it as much because I'm too busy sending out information and sharing information with the public. Right? So people now know if they want to find me, just find me on Dave Life TV. All my personal friends and followers, they know how to get to me. They got my phone number. They don't need my personal Instagram, you know. But if you really want the news and the information that we share to the public, it's all about Talk Live Radio and Dave Life TV.
There you go. Nice plug right there. All right, Dave. So again, everyone, thank you for tuning in to this live broadcast. It will be reposted. And, you know, the information, all the resources, everything will be there for you. So thank you again. And until tomorrow with more information, it'll be day 3 tomorrow of this quarantine. So.
All right. We're here, y'all.
Until then.
God bless. Take care.
God bless all of you. Bye. Thank you, Dave.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye, Lena.